Hey everyone, I'm back over to Green Lake County, my second night out bow hunting. I got over here nice and early, but I already saw a deer on the camera on the way over here, of course, a nice, well, little buck coming out under Parker Stand where I sat last week. But that's fine. I guess it's a good sign they're moving. There were some turkeys in front here when I parked. But I'm gonna come and sit. There's like hardly any wind, but it's supposed to be a slight east wind if anything, so I don't think that'll work in Parker Stand where I sat last week. Even though most of the deer all came from the northwest, I think some came from the south, but the ones that did come from the east, or the west, I guess it'd be, the east wind was blowing, they did spook because they were underneath me and they could smell me. So I might sit up front in the hort blind up here. I might conceal my scent a little more and then just kind of, I don't know if I'll get a shot there or not, but at least I can see the field and see what's out there and what's going on over here. Either that or I have another idea. Try out my new ghillie suit. Look at this thing. I've always wanted to get one of these. They're awesome. Comes with the headpiece too and a gun wrap or whatever. Pretty cheap. I think it was like 50 bucks. But I always wanted to do this over here. So all of those deer that came from the north last week, and I've seen it do it lots of times, that the soybeans kind of cut through the middle, and there's that big grass field in front of Parker Stand where it's tall now, where you can tuck in there. I don't know if you saw my video this spring. I shot a turkey. I was laying in that grass and they were feeding in the cut soybeans. That's what all these deer are feeding, in those soybeans, and they cut the edge of that square grass field. So now that the grass is taller after growing all summer, I might have a shot to tuck in there amongst one of those little tall grass spots. It's gonna be tricky, very tricky, but I knew that at my regular camo I'd probably stand out. There's no way, but if I wear this, put the head mask on, everything, it's gonna take a lot of patience, a lot of luck, but I can pretty much shoot that whole strip of soybeans where they're all seem to be coming through. Wait for the semi to pass. So I'm gonna ease up in there, see if I can find a spot where I think I'm gonna be concealed enough, and it's gonna be tough to pull back, I guess, and it's gonna be very up close and personal. It's gonna be intense. Hopefully I can get, I got my tripod where it'll be in front of me. The GoPro will be going. Yeah, kind of nervous, but I've been excited to try it because I've always wanted to try it. I've never shot one on the ground before. I always want to get one of these suits, and they camouflage pretty well. It should blend in pretty good. Just a matter of me staying low, staying still, and picking my time to pull back. It's gonna have to be very quick. It's gonna have to be when that deer's looking the other way, obviously. But we'll see what happens. Let's give it a try. All right, I picked out a spot. I'm tucked in this stuff. You can see I'm kind of below all the cover, except for this way. But all the deer have been coming from that way or from that way. But I got about a 10-yard shot to the corner of this grass where the soybeans start. So it's gonna be a long sit because I ain't gonna be able to move very much. And I'm just gonna have to be patient and let them just appear, and then see if I can finagle a shot if I get a shooter to come in. But I'm just got the top on and I'm gonna put the mask down. It's kind of hot. I didn't put the pants on because I'm on the ground anyways, I'm covered. But it should be interesting. I thought there'd be a little bit more cover in this grass, but I found a spot here. Of course it's all thorns, but I'm definitely lower than the grass, so if I just be real still and patient, maybe I can get off a shot. So they could be, if they're coming along the edge of this field here, they'll be facing away from me. Same with this way. If anything out in front, I'll have to wait till they turn away or something and draw. Hopefully there ain't a whole bunch of deer, because then there's multiple eyes and that'll be impossible. But I got a couple knee pads I'm just kneeling on. But my legs are gonna get sore, I can tell. That's the problem, you get antsy. But we'll see. Little buck in So, wow. I think I seen 10 bucks. 10 bucks. It's hard to get really good video because you're laying low in them weeds. And that's just a whole nother game. Hunting from the ground like that. It wasn't like the best spot in the world. And I didn't have any deer come from the north where I wanted them to come from, where I was set up. They all came from behind me or to the south. And they all pretty much saw me at some point. But they never like spooked hard. They actually came closer. That one couple of them came closer a few different times. That little fork or whatever it was, he was 5 yards behind me, coming closer, looking, and then he just literally walked off. So they didn't know what I was, but there was deer all over. I don't think I seen any does. It was hard to get video because it was getting later. Eventually, I just had to get out of there, and they just kind of trotted out of the field. But my legs were completely numb, cramped up. I couldn't move. And one time I had to move, and that's when the little buck spooked on me, but it's terrible. The key is to get comfortable, because otherwise you're not going to make a good shot. You're moving. It's really difficult. So I tried. So see what happens again. I'll give her another shot. But again, I just didn't go outdoors. I went outdoors.